Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care if you're married to Margot Robbie. This is more beautiful than your wife. Vinna 2.0 is finally live, and this is not going to disappoint you. This is not some small feature. This isn't a hey watermelon or whatever it is. This is actually unique, and this will actually change the way that you convert leads into paying customers. Whether your leads are cold, warm, hot, or medium rare, Vinna 2.0 will convert them into your customers in a faster, smarter, and more effortless way than you have ever seen before. Picture this. Whenever someone likes your post, follows you, joins your newsletter, signs up for a free trial, whatever it is, they receive a personalized message like this with a personalized thumbnail of you scrolling on their website or their social media profile. And when they click on this personalized thumbnail, which they will do, they do not get redirected to a dead landing page like this one right here. No, they get directed to a stunning custom-built landing page designed to convert. When I say custom, I mean it. We have built our own version of Elementor, so you can now design with our flexible landing page builder a landing page however you want it. You can add videos, you can add testimonials, you can add case studies, you can add whatever you want, colors, background colors, effect. You can copy your own website that you have right now and put it into Venna and then host the video there. So the landing page now actually does the heavy lifting. It actually serves a purpose, and it's not just a storage for the video. The cherry on top here is that you can personalize the landing pages as well to serve as a pattern interrupter. And this is something that has never been done before. We're the only company in the world that does this, and no one is even close. Obviously, the cherry on top here is that the video is also personalized. And the cherry on top of that is that you also can combine this personalized video with a pre-recorded video. Scrolling on someone's website isn't going to convert them into a booked meeting or customers. It's simply a way to get their attention. The same way like having their first name on the landing page won't convert them into a meeting or a customer. It's simply a way to interrupt patterns and get their attention. If you combine the personalization, the personalized aspects here, and you have a great website and a great landing page that follows a framework that I will soon be sharing, you are, everyone who likes your posts will become a customer. It's honestly crazy. And we've had some beta users who have tried this already, and the results are outstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care if you're married to Margot Robbie. This is more beautiful than your wife, especially if you consider what it looked like before. This is our dashboard before this update, and in one day it will look like this, and that day is today. So let's go ahead and create a campaign. Oh, I'm excited to show you this. If we go ahead and create a landing page, we have a bunch of options here. We can either select a template here that we have built. I don't want to do that. I want to create a custom landing page. Now I'm going to show you how simple this is. First of all, we just want to insert a header, right? So we just drag that block, and then I'm gonna remove like these things here because I don't want people to call me. Let's see what else we can add here. This one right here. And now let's change the text here. So then in practice it would look like convert your 7,000 followers into Venna customers automatically. There we go. That's a nice value proposition, right? So now down here, we're gonna add another thing. So I'm gonna have like a LinkedIn post summary. So I thought this would be relevant. And obviously like the personalized video will be displayed here. This is crazy. This is honestly so crazy. And then here, let's change the button a bit. Let's make it bold. Let's drag the size to maybe 20 right here. And then honestly, let's change this background color to something a bit more like bright, right? Let's do something there. Now the point here is just to show you how this works. This obviously like maybe not won't look like super good, but just to show you like the endless possibilities here. Let's do this one here. Let's this time add like a layout block here, and then we're going to increase the number of slots here. So we have 2 there, 1 here. Now we're gonna add a testimonial right here. That's the idea. So we're going to add this one right here. And I'm going to go to YouTube. And do I have testimonials in here? Yeah, I do. Then let's take this one right here, embed, and then copy. Now we're going to go back in here, hit code view on this one. And then let's just mark everything here, paste this, boom. And now let's add a title here. So let's do text block, put it up right here. And then we're going to write the case study here. Can edit here and then do this. And now we're going to have learn more. Sweet. Now we have it. All right, let's do this one right here. And this time, let's just change the background color to spice it up slightly. Now let's swap this to white. And let's increase this to 24. Steal customers from competitors like, and then competitors, right? And there obviously we're going to have like a, oh no, I'm fat fingering so much. I'm too excited. Let's do, all right, there we go. All right, this looks awful, I know, but I'm just trying to prove the point here that this is super customizable. Okay, there we go. Super nice. Now, we actually want people to have the opportunity here to sign up. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a pricing table right about here. Let's change this one right here. Change it to, we want people to sign up for this plan right here. Let's add our Calendly. I want my Calendly down here. Perfect. And now let's add a testimonial. And then let's change this text here to 24, 20. And let's add some Guardian colors here. Ah, it's so sick. Actually, let's change this color to something more. There we go. Let's even add some box shadow here to medium. Let's add some border width here to 1 and border color. Let's make this black. And now finally, we're just going to add a footer to this one here. So we're going to go to sections, find the footer section, move it here, and boom. Okay, it looks awful, I know, but let's actually do this right here that we, yeah, and then let's take this one and make this like yellow somewhere. Let's actually change the color of this text to that. And then let's take this and color of this to black as well. Perfect. There we go. Now we're talking. Amazing. Perfect. I'm happy with this. And now if you want, we can preview the landing page here just to see that everything sort of works smoothly. Now this looks awful, I know, but you get the idea of what you can do. There's endless of possibilities. We're going to disable preview, hit publish here, go founder. And now what we're going to do is go ahead and go to campaigns. Now we're going to create a new campaign. And obviously now we need to create an audience first. So we're going to go ahead and create an audience. And I will need to map the custom variables that I want to import. First name, last name. Then we go to next. And now we need to mark the email field. And this can, by the way, be anything. It just needs to be the unique identifier. So what we're going to do here is select the email. Perfect. Now we need to map these fields. And all we're asking for here is essentially that you map the background URL that you want to use as a website. So I want to use their LinkedIn profile as the background. Gonna do that. And now we're going to name this audience and we're gonna name it, yeah, this is perfect right here. Complete. And now it's uploading. And now in here we have all the leads with all of the custom variables. So now we go to campaigns, create campaign. And now we select the audience right here. And now we need to select the landing page. So the one we just created here. And now followers. So then we need number of followers, people. Fallback value, we're going to have followers. So that's if they don't have this input here. Company name, LinkedIn post summary, competitors. There we go. And then campaign name finally. So now we have a campaign in here. And now in here we can create endless of variants. There is a reason to why we have variants. And that will make sense in the next update that we're going to release. So create video project. We're going to just name it. Let's call it version 1.0. Create video project. This is also a new thing that helps much more than you think. You can customize the short code in the link, and shorter links have better deliverability. So you want to have this short code as short as possible. KCW. Hopefully this is not like some racist organization or anything I mentioned now, but let's just take KCW. If that means something, I'm not aware of it. So personalized video. Now this is essentially where we just map out the background URL that we want, and you have the instructions here. You can't really go wrong. And now pop-up blocker mode. Then we're going to have the video that will be displayed over us scrolling on the website. So let's take this one. Then next, and now it's the static video, so the VSL video you can say. And this is if you want to stitch a second video that will play after the personalized video. We want to do that, so we're gonna take this one here, go next, preview. Now we want to design here on the thumbnail, so we're gonna have, hey, first name, this is, and then some dots to make it sound like it's in the middle of a sentence. And now we're just simply going to select leads here. So we have 400 leads, 417 leads here. I'm gonna select all, generate videos. And now the videos have already begun generating. So you can see here, it's already generated the first few videos. So if we open this now, boom, convert your 129 LinkedIn followers into Get My Auto customers automatically. I read your post about leading the strategic direction of Get My Auto, a leading blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. And if we play the video here, it starts off with me scrolling on their website right here. As you can see, I'm scrolling on their LinkedIn profile. Looks super realistic. Up again. And then shortly, in about 3 seconds, it should cut to a pre-recorded video. Yeah. And there you have it. So now we actually have a full pitch here that pitches Vinna 2.0. Isn't that crazy? And the entire landing page is personalized. We have the video here. And then steal users from competitors like, and I actually made a mistake here. I didn't import the competitors, that column in the CSV. So currently it's just question marks here, but this would be either the input like the column, or this would be the fallback. So whatever you wrote there. But here, book meeting, learn more. Cool hover effects here as well. We have the pricing here. We have the Calendly here. And here I can book a meeting directly on the landing page here. It's so slick. And down here at the bottom, we have the review here that I wrote. They can click anywhere. It is absolutely crazy. So if we open this now, you can see it here. Convert your 5,958 LinkedIn followers into Pixelate customers automatically. Again, scrolling on website moves to pre-recorded video. It's absolutely crazy. Open this right here. Convert your 2,615 LinkedIn followers into, like, this is actually ridiculous. And the coolest part here, or not nowhere near the coolest part, but this isn't even a real LinkedIn. We have replicated LinkedIn. So you can record backgrounds, LinkedIn backgrounds, without risking getting banned. It's absolutely crazy. Just, oh my God. It's so nice. It's so nice. Look at this here. I think you get the point now. If you want to give Venna a try, it happened to be Black Friday today. So we are discounting all plans by 40%. And that's from today, Friday, to Sunday. So the entire weekend, you can grab any plan you want, 40% discount. If you want to give it a try, this is the time. That's it for me. And I hope you like this as much as I do. Cheers.